Hi guys, Shane from MSA 4X4 here today to film our final episode and give you a last run through on my son Brody's GQ Patrol that we built him up. Been a little bit since the last episode, but we've just been changing a few little things around on it, and we've got it complete, and it's now perfect. We've nailed this car, it's incredible. So what we're going to do today is give you a good run through of all the electronics, and then we'll move around to the back and we'll show you all the MSA products that are in the car. So starting up here in the cab, with the GQ Patrol, the switch positions are a little bit limited, especially considering all the things that need switching inside this vehicle. So I had a company down in Victoria, Bullseye Products, make up this really cool dash console, and that's housed all the most used switches up the top here, and the Airbag Man digital air gauge, that does the tank pressure and the rear airbag pressure. Across here with the switches, we've got the diff lock compressor, front diff lock, rear diff lock, and then winch and battery link. It's really nice to have all this technology, but it's also really nice to feel a good solid switch click every now and then. Nice and easy to use while you're driving. So moving down the dash a little bit, this cool little product here we got in all our cars. It's just a simple battery monitor from Hummingbird. You just put a little Bluetooth sensor on each battery, and it just sort of flashes in a different color when the battery's low. It's sort of nice to have it near you so you can tell if something's wrong, and you can have a heap of batteries hooked up to these things and you can name them. It's a really cool little accessory, that one. So down the bottom of the dash here, really nice accessible position. We got a 12 gang Switch Pro down here, which is linked to the Switch Pro in the rear. It can be dual switched, which is a really cool feature. When Brody pulls up at camp, he can switch all his roof lights on and off from here. He can turn on his inverter, water pump, whatever. It's all down there. It's a really good system. We've also got the air compressor switches down here and his air up and down. So that all works really well. It's nice and neat and tucked in the dash there with the Pioneer stereo. So that's giving you a run through of what we've got here in the cab. What we're going to do is move behind the back seat there and show you some of the electronics that custom off-grid solutions have hooked up down there. It's pretty incredible. So we'll give you a quick look. Okay, so here we are behind the back seat of the Patrol wagon. Now in the GQ wagon, there's not a huge amount of room to bolt accessories. So we took this one to Custom Off-Grid Solutions, and these guys have done an absolutely incredible job to fit everything in this car. It's got a lot of stuff, and they've done an incredible job. Everything that they've done is so incredibly neat and well laid out. It's just a beautiful job. We'll give you a quick run through of what we've got here. Got the Red Arc BC-DC 1250, which helps charge that 200 amp hour Enerdrive lithium battery. The Airbag Man solenoid block here for controlling airbags up and down. And then over here, this is the guts of the Switch Pro system, so everything's hooked into that. That's just a great system. Over here, down the bottom, we've got a master switch. Now that's good for us fellas who continually kill batteries and leave things on all the time. You can just switch off the power to absolutely everything in this. So it's a good safeguard, especially when you're around home and not away. You can just switch everything off. And then up above that, we've got the Red Arc 2000 watt inverter, which is hooked up to an outlet around the back. So it all works really well. We can plug our fridge in from up here if we want to run on 240s. So now what we're going to do is move around to the back, and we'll give you a run through down there and down the side of the drawers. So now we're down at the back end of the GQ Patrol here. To finish off the electronics, what we've got here is the other Switch Pro control pad. As discussed before, that turns on all the lights, the side lights, rear lights, compressor, inverter, all of those accessories. Down below that is a 240 outlet hooked to the Red Arc 2000 watt inverter in behind the back seat. And tucked in under this drawer panel is the other compressor and also an Airbag Man air tank. So it's all pretty tight in there, but it all fits and it works really well. Then we've got the ARB air outlet down there for the air system. As we move up a little bit higher, what we've got up here is an Eco X-Gear speaker. Eventually this car is going to have gull wing doors on the side, and so he'll be able to open up that and play his music out the rear side of the car. So that'll be a really cool feature. And then after that, we've got our power to the MSA drawers, MSA power slide, where we've got a Dometic fridge. Now, we actually don't offer a kit for the GQ wagon, but this one here is just our 1030 complete kit in a generic form. So you're able to fit this in okay. It comes with all the compliant mounts and so on, and comes with a wing kit where you can actually just cut your own panels. With this particular model, it's got rear aircon, so we didn't need any wing kit on the right-hand side to basically fill it all in. Awesome draw set here, filled up with young fella stuff. He's got his Indeflate in here, don't leave home without it. Awesome accessory. And then up on top, that gives us a nice flat deck to mount our MSA power slide up here, where we've got a Dometic fridge in that. So that's a 55 litre, that's more than enough for him and his mates. And around that we got the fridge barrier. So what we'll do now is we'll just move around to the side of the car. Okay, so we built this entire GQ wagon. It looks absolutely incredible all over. It's got a little bit of modern with a little bit of classic about it. When we were at the tail end of the build, we put the mirrors on and it just did not look right. So as with the rest of this car, it's quite custom. What we've done here is modified a set of our towing mirrors to fit the GQ. Now, this is not a standard offering product, but it does look really hot on the car. These are actually off a late model Hilux, and there's been a fair bit of chopping inside the door frame there to get them to fit. But they fit on there and work really well, and they look damn good. They look like they're supposed to be there, so it just adds to the look of the car. So yeah, not a standard offering, but a really cool accessory on this GQ. Okay, so here we are to wrap up the GQ Patrol Wagon build series that we've just done. We've given you a good walk around all of this car in several episodes now, and I think you'll agree this car has turned out pretty incredible. It's an absolutely stunning car, very competent, very capable off-road. It's turned out so well. To get it to this place, we've worked in conjunction with a lot of industry companies which have really helped and guided and given advice along the way. So we'd really like to say a special thank you to all of those companies that have assisted with this car. Brodie would like to say a big thank you to his dad Shane for building this car for him, and all the best, mate. You're welcome. Now get out there, enjoy it, and have fun.